Church, I figured I'd better show myself so you know, even though the voice doesn't work, you can tell it's me. I'm feeling much better, believe it or not. But hey, it's not about me, and let's hear what God has to say, because pretty awesome stuff that we find in John chapter 4. And we left Jesus at the well weary yesterday. We don't want to leave him there. But along that journey, as we read in John 4, it says Jacob's well was there, and Jesus, tired from the long walk, sat wearily beside the well about noontime. Soon, a Samaritan woman came to draw water, and Jesus said to her, "Please give me a drink." He was alone at the time because his disciples had gone into the village to buy some food. The woman was surprised, for Jews refused to have anything to do with Samaritans. She said to Jesus, "You're a Jew, and I'm a Samaritan woman. Why are you asking me for a drink?" Okay, so we're just going to pause right there in the reading. And as we do, there's some things we want to learn in what Jesus is teaching us. We talked about yesterday how you got to listen to your body, and there's times where you need to just sit down. But just because you're sitting down or you're taking your time out doesn't mean that God's not going to do something in that very moment. We don't shut God off. We don't take a time out from our walk with God or serving him in any capacity. Because even in the moments of rest, God can be doing something amazing, spiritual in our life and the life of someone around us. So as we see this encounter about to take place, I recalled something as I read this that happened a few years back. I was traveling for our district on a plane, and one of my colleagues was traveling with me. And, we sat in the same row, and we were having a conversation. And he had these Bose head speakers, sound, you know what I mean, that he had put on. And he's like, "I wear these because they're sound deadening. And I put them on when I sit down in the plane because it's like I can just not be attentive to anyone around me and kind of just be in my own place." And, I didn't think a lot about it. He says, "I don't even turn them on a lot of times because they send the message." And I told him right then, I'm like, "Well, now that you told me, I'm not going to stop talking to you because I know you can hear me." And kind of laughed about it and stuff. But as I was thinking about this here with Jesus and how sometimes maybe we want to shut the world out around us, we may be shutting out an opportunity that God's providing. Whenever I have to fly in a plane, I pray. I do. I pray that if someone has to sit by me, which I pray for an open seat, to be honest with you. But if someone's going to sit by me, I ask the Lord if there's something I should say or do to open that door so that I might speak a word from the Lord into their life. Now, we need to do that in every situation. For years I sat on the patio at Starbucks for that reason. I prayed God for me to be able to have opportunities. I'd say good morning to people, and, God opened doors. I saw people's lives change as a direct result of just simply saying good morning. And then I saw others that began to drive and park on the other side of the building and go in the other door because they were like, "I don't want to talk to that guy." That's totally fine. Okay, here's the point of this devotional today. No matter what you're doing in your life, wherever you are, yes, we take time for ourselves. Yes, there's moments of downtime. But we are never in a downtime in our walk with God or our availability to God. Let's be available and let's be His church.